So there are a lot of fantastic books coming out from now until December, January of next year, and I'm going to talk about them today. So these are the books that I'm most anticipating for the rest of the year. Not all of them. I kept the list kind of short, just the ones I'm really looking forward to. There are a few books that are really popular that are not on here because I am not caught up in the series. So, for example, The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan is not on the list because I haven't finished reading the last two books that are out. Same with Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas because I haven't read Crown of Midnight yet. So, let's just dive in. The first book on my list is Rumble by Ellen Hopkins. This comes out August 26th, so very soon. So Rumble follows a young man who is a devout atheist, but something happens and he starts to hear a rumble, and that throws in him into a whirlwind of questioning his beliefs about atheism, etc. I am super excited for this. Ellen Hopkins books are always fantastic and do not disappoint. The next book on my list is The Jewel by Amy Ewing, I think it is. It comes out September 2nd, and this book is described as The Selection meets The Handmaid's Tale. I have not read The Selection by Kira Cass, but The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood is probably one of my absolute favorite books of all time. So anytime a book is described as something meets The Handmaid's Tale, or for people who like The Handmaid's Tale, I always want to read it. And this book follows a girl who is sort of auctioned off to bear children for a duchess or something like that. I'm trying to go in with very little knowledge of the book, but it's essentially what I've gathered from it. I am super excited to read this. It's probably one of my most anticipated simply because of its description. Book that I am anticipating is The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black, which comes out September 9th. I know a lot of you are all excited for this as well. I am super excited because Cassandra Clare is one of my favorite authors. I've read pretty much everything that she's written, so this isn't going to be an exception. I've heard nothing but good things from Holly Black, so yes, The Iron Trial. The next book that I am excited for is The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. It comes out September 16th. I recently just read The Fifth Wave and I loved every second of it. I'm really hoping that The Infinite Sea expands on the aliens and the worlds, etc. So I am super excited for that. Next book that I am anticipating is Day 21 by Cass Morgan, which also comes out September 16th. This is the second book to the one which I did a full review on, so I will link that down below. Day 21 picks up, obviously, right after the 100, and the ending of the 100 is sort of a cliffhanger, but not really, so I'm really excited for this. The next book that I'm excited for is Stay With Me by Jay Lynn, which is essentially Jennifer L. Armentrout, which comes out October 14th, and it is the fourth book in the, I don't know what series, I don't know if it has a name, but it is after Wait For You, Be With Me, and Trust in Me. I think this is a new adult novel about another person who is part of this world, probably another character that is in those books. I have no idea. As with Jennifer L. Armentrout, I read anything she writes, so I always go in blind. The next book that I'm anticipating is Trust Me, I'm Lying by Mary Elizabeth Summer. This comes out October 14th as well, and this is about a girl who is a con artist, and she learned it from none other than her father. So her father sends her off to like a really upper class school so that she can mingle with them and stuff. But when she comes home, she finds that their apartment is ransacked and her dad is missing, so she needs to follow the clues left behind and figure out where her father is, where she finds out a bunch of big secrets about her family and stuff. It's described for fans of Ali Carter's High Society. Although I've never read them, the description of this book sounds really good, and apparently it's full of sarcastic wit, and I am just so excited for this one. The next book is also one of my most anticipated novels this month. Probably my most anticipated for October, and that is Mr. Kiss and Tell by Rob Thomas and Jennifer Graham. This is the second Veronica Mars book, and I'm so excited. It comes out October 28th, and it follows Veronica as she has to solve another mystery, and this mystery is at the Neptune Grand, and someone is assaulted and left for dead somewhere in the staircase or something. Veronica is called in to prove or disprove the woman's story. I am so excited for this book because I am the ultimate Veronica Mars fan. It is ridiculous. The first book, Veronica Mars, $1,000 Tan Line, was fantastic and read just like the TV show, so I have high hopes for this. The next book that I am anticipating is StoneCold Touch by Jennifer L. Armentrout, which comes out October 28th. This is the second book in the Dark Elements series or trilogy, I'm not really sure. The first book being White Hot Kiss, and we follow Layla, a half-demon, half-warden, which is a gargoyle, as she continues her adventures, etc. Since it's the second book, I'm not really going to give a synopsis, but either way, I am excited for it. The next book that I am excited for is also coming out October 28th, and that is In the Afterlife by Alexandra Bracken, which is the final book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I'm so excited for this, as you probably are too. The next book that I am excited for is The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hudkin, which comes out November 4th. I think that's the right date. This is the final book in the Mara Dyer trilogy, I think it's called. I am so excited for this. This is such a fantastic trilogy. If you're looking for a really fun psychological thriller that'll keep you guessing, and there's so much mystery, and you could do so much research on this book to try to figure it out, definitely pick up the Mara Dyer trilogy. I know a lot of people haven't been picking it up because the release date for the last book keeps getting pushed back, so they don't want to be waiting. But I urge you to pick it up because you won't be disappointed. The last book that I am anticipating, I am not really sure when it comes out. I've seen 3 different release dates when I went onto Amazon, Goodreads, and I don't know when it's coming out. But what I do know is that it has I think it's Warner Brothers already bought the rights for the book, and that is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, I think. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. This looks phenomenal. First of all, this cover is absolutely beautiful. It is on point. The Red Queen is about a world that is divided by the silver and the reds, the silver being the nobility, the royal, and the reds being the servants and the lowly people. And it follows a young girl, or just, I don't know how old she is, the synopsis doesn't really say, but follows a girl as she is a blood, she's a red, and she goes and serves the silvers and stuff, and a twisted event makes her go in front of the king and queen, I think it is, and her power is displayed, which is kind of a controversy since she is a red and not a silver. So the king makes her into a princess and brings her into a silver, and then things unroll from there. I think that's what the synopsis is. I'm not really sure. Apparently it's coming out February 10th, 2015, so quite a while away. But the movie rights are already bought for it, and fantastic reviews are coming out from this book already. So those are all the books that I am anticipating from now until, I guess, February. Let me know down below if you're anticipating any of these books.